Happy Friday, everybody. It's the Alpha Stream, AlphaStarDX here. And tonight we are going to lead into what will eventually become my first community-style Let's Play. And it's going to be on an old school favorite of mine from way back in the day. And I'm sure many others who will watch this will recognize one of these at least. So without any further ado, let's get started. You may not recognize it on this screen. All right. So we are looking at number 3. May not be the version that everybody recognizes, but this is a remake of the version that just started it. Anybody recognize it yet? There was a screen very similar to this. The versions we know. It is Solar. You may not know it yet, but it is. Let's say 5, because I don't have very much confidence in this. So we had $900. We spent $200 on a wagon. So we need to think about this. We need to spend money on oxen, food, ammo, clothing, miscellaneous supplies, which would include things like medicine and whatnot. We'll say... Actually, I'm going to bring up a notepad document here because I don't want to bind myself to whatever I type in. So, food and ammo. Well, I definitely need 100 on medicine. Say 200 on food. 50 on clothing, 50 on ammo, which would leave actually, let me recalculate a little bit here. But I can be a little more frivolous than that. It's 700. $200 on medicine. 150 on food. 150 on oxen. 100 ammo. 100 clothing. Okay. Okay. Spend from 200 to 300. Go with 300 then. Food, we'll say 200. Ammo, 50. Clothing, 50. Miscellaneous, 100. This is how we're going to do it. So the very earliest version of this game was all text. There were no graphics of any kind. This time it's based pretty much on the same principles. Like it's the text game in format, but you can actually see some of the stuff that's going on. Let's just roll on. Continue. This is what it looks like on every turn until we get to 2,040 miles. We will eat moderately just to see what happens. Riders ahead and they look hostile, huh? I feel like killing something. Let's attack. They change their speed as it goes. It makes it very difficult to hit these guys. But basically what you got to do is hit space to shoot. We made 225 miles in one go. It's more than a tenth of the way. We got that far for having gotten the most money we could out of the oxen. So now it's very slowly going to move the wagon forward. Does anybody know what this game is yet? Took me a few shots. It doesn't look like we lost much. Let's keep going and continue to eat moderately. It is Oregon Trail. And yes, good job looking at other ways to figure it out. More hostile riders, eh? Let's see if I can get him this time. Fire! I think I got him. Got him. So moderate eating costs 18 pounds. Couldn't have lost anything because we blasted him to Kingdom Come on the first go-round. I like this. You don't get to shoot thieves in later versions. And hey, we got some ammo back from them. Let's keep going. No real reason to do anything else. Hunting looks exactly the same, except there's no person on the animal. A lot of bad guys out today. Price of progress, I guess. Fire! Spiked him. And again, hostile. But we're making some pretty amazing bounds here. We've not had to put up with illness of any kind yet. Again, we took some ammo off them, so we're doing good. This point in the trail, there's no option to stop at the fort. We wouldn't do that anyway because we don't have any cash. And just like in later versions of the game, things get more expensive the further in we go. Continue eating moderately. Ah, that sucks. Ox wanders off. That'll only cost us... Looks like it only cost us 25 miles over that 2-week period. That's what each turn levels out to be. Still doing good. No reason to do anything crazy yet. this one's going to hurt us. A blizzard in May, huh? Yeah, so that 2-week period slowed us up pretty good. Out of the standard going rate of what was, 225 miles or so, we only got like 100 out of it. We had to use medicine for illness. Think we had better hunt this time. And fire! I dodged it. Fire! Got him. Fire! That's probably going to miss. Oh, maybe not. He slowed up. Very good. Fire! That's going to miss too. Oh, no, it's not. Fire! Fire! It's prancing real damn quick. Well, we didn't get much out of that, but we got plenty of bullets. It's not the worst thing that could happen. Cannibal, welcome to the party. Continue to eat moderately. Uh-oh. This time we don't have a choice but to shoot him down. Fire! Fire! Counting on his speed this time. And he sped up right into the shot. Yes, it is. It's about the oldest version you're going to find aside from the pure text version, which, by the way, didn't have the graphic shooting that you're seeing. Instead, you had to type out a word like bang or pow or something like that quickly in order to get your food. This is considerably harder because of the varied timing, but if you're a decent typer, you can get away with food quickly. Mountain Pass slowed us down, but not nearly as harshly as the blizzard before. Well, all right. Let's move on. Moderate eating. We're going to make another hunting run sometime soon. Oh. That's going to hurt us for miles. And for supplies. Yeah, that cut us down to just over 100 miles for that turn. Time to hunt. Fire. Fire. And fire. 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 I think I've got this timing down pretty good. Fire. Save stream to laptop. What is it you're looking to do? And now after the hunt, we'll continue under moderate eating. That'll hurt us a little bit for time. Oh, are you saying like you want to record the stream to your computer? Like save your stream or... Oh yeah, so I mean, I personally, using OBS, would use start recording and make sure that the destination is where I can find it. For me, it's just to my native users videos folder. So I mean, really depends on where you want to save it to. And then yeah, once it's up on YouTube, then that'll put you right into beta on the AlphaStream Central server. Okay, we're almost 3/4 of the way there. Let's continue on moderate eating. Again, no reason to do anything nuts. Oof. That's... Yeah, that hurt us for almost half of our standard mileage. But we are bearing pretty close. We're still at more than half of our starting miscellany. Let's continue again, and we'll make the hunt next time. Under moderate eats. That's going to hurt very, very badly. Triple hit. Breakdown, rugged, blizzard. Now this time, if you run out of food, there's no health system to save you. That's just the end. And looking at the food count, that basically means we need to hunt and succeed now. Come on, don't fail me now. Fire! 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 That's gonna miss. Fire! Fire! I'm watching for a very particular pixel to hit. Fire! Though sometimes if he speeds up enough, it misses. We got a good amount of food out of that one, so we might be able to get to the end on what we've got now, barring any kind of mishap. Alright, that's not too bad. Might get us over 1800. Yep. We're not that far now. Oh, is that it? Did we get there? Oh. I guess we made it. I thought we had to get to 2040, but I guess not. Huh. All right. So, how'd we do? Are you just not going to show us? Huh. Yeah, I can't say I was expecting that. We might go through these other games some other time. Maybe. But not tonight. Because tonight is for something else. Well, it is, to be perfectly honest. The other one's a little blander. But we're not quite finished here. Yeah, there's a newer version, as a matter of fact. we're going to get to the next version up right now. And this is the one that most kids remember being in school with. The Apple II 1985 version. Now, at this point, really, we all know how this is played. So, let's hit it. Taking votes now. Banker, carpenter, farmer. I see one for a farmer. I get it. That's all you're after. Is that hot body. Anybody else? All right, seems the only vote is for the farmer. I shall lead. Solar, since you voted, we're going to ride shotgun. Cannibal's up next. We'll throw Chibi in here. And... how about wit? Solar, when do we leave? You say May, right up the middle. Ah, good reason. $400. All right. I have my system as to how I would spend money with this little, but I will display that on the next version. For this version, it's all up to you, Solar. Tell me what to buy and how much money to spend it on. I think as I was saying that... Oh no, we're good. We're still up. Oxen, for how much? It's got to be 40 a yoke. So how many yoke do we want? 2 oxen per. So let me make sure of something. Actually, you know what? Seems there was an issue with the sound card. I'm actually going to reboot this. So what I'm going to do is throw into the chat recommended 3 yoke. Okay. So give me some rough as I reboot this. Hold on just a sec. There we go. But I'm definitely going to turn that down some, like a lot. All right, so we're going to be the farmer. We're going to leave in May, actually. How did I have this? Alpha, solar, cannibal, chibi, wit. Leave in May. Okay, here we go. So we're getting 3 yolk. Okay, now we're back. The sound is on. Everything is functioning. So go ahead with your next selection, Solar. Say food. 20 cents a pound. How many pounds? I think we lost Cannibal again. You with us, Cannibal? Are you saying 3 pounds? £10. All right. I mean, just pick a number and you'll see how things go. £50. Okay. Let's say clothing. Each set of clothing is $10. How many sets? Ten sets. Yeah, good math there. Ammunition. $15. And spare parts. So, how many do we want of each of these parts? Wheels, axles, tongues. any of which can break and we'll need spares to fix them. We have $140 remaining to use. Four wheels. Limit is 3, so we'll say 3. Two axles. The wagon tongue, for the purposes of this game, it's just another wagon part. But as for what it actually is, that's the apparatus that connects the ox yokes to the wagon. Basically, that's the lever how that they pull the wagon. Hey, cannibal. So 3 tongues. Here's where our bill is at right now. We have $60 left. If there is anything you would like to change, now is the time. Cannibal, if you wanna speak in on this as well. So far we have 3 oxen yokes, which is 6 oxen, 50 pounds of food, 10 sets of clothing, 15 boxes of ammunition, and 3 wheels, 3 tongues, and 2 axles is where we sit now. All right. So if there is nothing that anybody wants to change, you want more food and ammo? How much more food? We'll start there. How much more food are we looking to get? We came in with 50 pounds. Okay, so 100 total. And ammunition. We got 15 boxes before. We can get another 25 on top. Max out, 40. All right. That's our max bill. Let's go. Oh, hold on. Bear with. Apologies to anybody wearing headphones. Sorry guys. By the way, that was at 10% emulator volume. And the volume is now, was it 3%? The volume is now at 1%. Mark that achievement for us, huh? All right, off with the music. America. All right, anyway. So, what we can do at any point in time, we can change the pace from something faster than steady, change the rations to something less than filling. We can rest at any time. We can try to trade. We can talk to people. We can buy supplies. Now, there's no point in talking to people on this version because from here all the way up to the Windows Deluxe version, which we'll be doing in Community, the things that people say are always the same from version to version. So we're going to save that until we can actually hear people talking. Buy supplies we can do at any fort, which we have no money left, so we're not going to bother. And if you want to change the pace, the rations, or you want to rest at any time, say so in chat. Just bear in mind that whatever delay is there is how long it's going to be before I can actually do it. That's the downside to doing it this way. Won't happen in Community, but off we go. Under 2 miles. Now would be a good time to hunt. See if I remember how to do this. Wow, it's moving fast. Fortunately, bunnies are kind of useless to us anyway. Oh. Ah, damn it. Motherfuck, that's gonna hurt us. Well, we have to hunt again. Because we gotta get food. What sucks too is we had a buffalo in our sight. I'm not wasting, you know what, screw it. Ah, of course, right where I can't get it. We're gonna end up dead because animals aren't showing up. There, something substantial. And of course you spawn a buffalo in the corner. Alright, at least we can move on now. Let's get past this landmark because obviously something was not going to work for us here. Obviously, this sound engine can't do very much musically. It is time to cross the river. Dimensions are 616 feet across, 3.2 feet deep in the middle. We do not have the money to take a ferry, so our only options are to ford or to cock. By the way, yes, this is a vote. Ha ha ha. That's what I call music. Sorry, Solar. One vote for Ford. Cannibal. Two for Ford. And we have just guaranteed ourselves to swamp the wagon. 2.9 feet is the deepest you can do it on. So the consequences are, because this is a, because that's that kind of LP. This is community grade, which means I'm literally just here to carry out the show. So that having been said, the consequences were 2 oxen. No need to thank me. Now, we are gonna move on to the big blue and pray to whatever higher powers we've got that food shows up here. We have to get that. Oh, you bastard. You keep spawning stuff in corners where I can't get to them. Alright, that'll get us through. That 11th hour reprieve there. Wild fruit. There's a spare. 20 extra pounds of food. And again, we don't get to shoot thieves from here on. They're just going to take a set of clothing and make off with it. With everybody alive and eating filling rations, it's 15 pounds a day that food goes down. The music gets better, trust me, in later versions. Volume is still at 1%, by the way. It is as low as it's getting. Alright, let's cross. You want to change rations? We can do that after this crossing. So, 228 feet across, 2.1 feet deep. The big blue is not that big. No ferry to consider regardless. So, what do we do, guys? I see maximum fording from one and from the other. We're fording the river. This time we can make the crossing from a depth standpoint. And we will. If we get to the point where we can see the other side, it'll be a successful crossing. We made it. And we want to change rations. That's what we'll do. How far do we want to decrease our rations, Solar? Everybody eats 3 pounds a day on filling, 2 on meager, 1 on bare bones. We have a split vote here. Or maybe we don't. Meager it is. Yeah, we ended up with a split vote. Actually, you know what? Nah, fuck it. Bare bones. Let's do just that. Let's not do just that. Okay, meager. Either way, we need to hunt. We're keeping it on meager and we're gonna hunt. Oh, come on, enough of that. Enough of the bastard spawn. I just missed that deer. This hunting game sucks because we have to consider position, and it likes to position such that we don't get food, no matter where we are. That's one thing I like about the most modern version we're going to do tonight. And again, on the west side. We're going to end up dead. By means outside of our control. Like you see this? You see where they're spawning all the good animals? Like, how am I going to reasonably make that shot from anywhere? Oh, you dick. You fucking dick. I swear it knows where we're standing and it acts accordingly. Oh, now we finally get a wide open field. But wait. Watch it spawn deer and buffalo down below the grass and have them turn back. See? And all it's going to give us is squirrels. We've got to be out of food by now. We're stuck here hunting pretty much until somebody decides to say, let him die. Oh, there, finally. Well, the amount of meat we got is almost worth it. Almost. Except logistically, I'm pretty sure we lost about that much trying to hunt in the first place. Yeah, we had run out of food. And that's going to cost us the rest of it. We have no choice but to continue hunting. Unless somebody says those 3 magic words. The problem now is, under game mechanics, food is scarce in this area. See, health is now suffering. We're down to fair. Try to center as best I can. You fucking bastard. Okay, that bison should have been mine. Oh, gravesite, huh? Yeah, there's the famous one. Every memester in the galaxy knows about that tombstone. Can't buy anything. Let's move on. Oh good, more ammo, and there's our set of clothing back. No, unfortunately we cannot. And the game has punished you for suggesting that. Gotta hunt. That unfortunately is not an option until Oregon Trail 2. Oh sure, don't give me enough time to walk down here. That should get us, well, I will not. Alright, good luck, Hannibal. Well, we managed to get the full 100 this time. Let's move on. The snake bite's going to slow us down until it heals. We got to try and fix it, and we succeeded. We must hunt again. Oh. Double axle brake. This time it doesn't work. Time to make hunt. And that was a buffalo down in the southwest. The deer are a survivable amount of food. Generally feed us for close to a week. And the snake bite has healed, judging by the rate of movement now. Back up to 20 from 18. Let's continue on. And time to make hunt. The thing about the special events, though, is they prevent you from sizing up. If you hit enter, it gets overridden. Fortunately, it was because of food, so at least we're not going to suffer much for it. Too late. Should have made the diagonal shot. Oh well, so be it. Well, the grass seems to be decreased. Hey, 2 axles. We're maxed on parts now. And it is time to flip discs. Side 2 is in. Here we go. Onward. The wagon slows down from here on out. Standard rate is now 12 miles. So this is where it starts to get really tough, especially from a food standpoint. At least it does in the version that I'm most familiar with, which we actually will not be getting to tonight. Okay, that'll keep us for a few days, so let's move on. Okay, time to hunt. Finally, good grief. It's too bad we can't take this whole thing back with us. We can only cut 100 pounds off of it and take that. Holy hell. 999 pounds of meat. I'll tell you this, they're not nearly this heavy in later versions. They must have gone somewhere a little more reasonable after that. But we got what we came here for. Let's continue. Okie dokie. Oh, ouch. Loss of trail is going to hurt us. Unfortunately, despite the big load of food, we only got those few miles again. I was hoping he'd move down far enough into the grass he would bump and spin around. Unfortunately, he went pretty much in a straight line. Oh hey, we've had one unsuccessful hunt this time around. And I'm playing with the expert controls here. If you know how to use them, they're pretty easy. This time we're going to get some livable food. Let's play on. We have enough food that we'll be able to... Oh good, fruit. We have enough food that we're going to be able to make it to the next landmark. Alright, so let's move on. Yeah, unfortunately it does. That's how this game works. Under 2 miles to South Pass. Inadequate grass, that stands to hurt the oxen a bit. And of course all the spawns are going to happen in the southeast, right? Where I stand absolutely no chance at getting them. Uh-huh, you see? What'd I tell you? What did I fucking tell you? Yeah, exactly. Oh. We tagged one anyway. The lack of water is going to slow off our health. We have a choice. Fort Bridger or Green River? I should tell you Fort Bridger's a detour route. Well, one means that we're taking the, one means that we're not taking an extended detour, a scenic route, as it were. So yeah, we're taking the short way with that decision. I like fast food, but not in this game. Can always count on at least one bad hunting trip. Ooh, a bear. Gotcha. They're just as good as bison in this version. Okay. Now, this time, I'm going to make this very easy for you. We don't have money for the ferry, but this is a pretty easy choice depending on which way you want to go with it. 400 feet across, 20 feet deep. It is always that way in this version. If we ford this river, it will guarantee condemnation of our entire party. That being said, what do we do? We're going to cock it. We might survive. Hopefully we do. And we do. See, caulking the wagon across says that we might survive. Fording this river means that we won't survive. Onward to Soda Springs. Oh, Chibi fell sick. And health has gone down and back up again. Loss of trail cost us. Time to hunt. Are you kidding me? Seems he was far enough off the screen that he was protected. And my controls have decided not to function right. I would have had a direct shot at that deer if my keys had worked. Seems I still don't have the bullet speed mechanics down. Another split second, I would have had that deer. Saying all along tonight, if we end up dead, this is the whole reason. And again, shows up too late. Didn't even look at the health. Wouldn't surprise me if it was poor by now. And I get stopped by the excessively wide hitbox on the rocks. I walk out of that area and that's when they spawn. Would anybody like to tell me that this version does not explicitly hate the player? Does anybody dare want to spit that out after watching this? And it didn't fire. It's not firing consistently. I don't believe rifles are supposed to jam in this version, or any version for that matter. What's the 3 words? Let them die. If you would like to affirm that, then that's what we'll do. Let them die. Okay. Maximum pace. Minimum rations. No breaks, no hunting, no nothing. Let's go. Chibi recovered from the fever but is now exhausted. Health is very poor. We should not get much further. We've somehow made it to Fort Hall. Now I see absolutely no way we make it to the Snake River. One injured ox, 3 still intact. Cannibal has dysentery. Solar has typhoid. Indians find us 30 pounds. Unfortunately, too late for Solar. Wit breaks her arm. I promise you that food is the only reason we got to this river. But under let them die principles, 1,000 feet across, 6 feet deep, the only option is to ford it. This is let them die, folks. Now, 6 feet doesn't guarantee death. It can happen. And Chibi goes down. We're not getting far on the oxen. We have 3 miles a day with an injury. We will attempt repairs when possible. We are inching. Slowly but surely we are inching. Wit has cholera. Cannibal has recontracted dysentery. Wit's gone. We find fruit. Grass is reestablished. 8 days gone for impassable trail, and yet somehow we are still breathing. Health is restored to poor and fallen again. This is unbelievable. We try to die, game lets us live. But there are no more meat shields now between Alpha and the frontier. Can he make it to Fort Boise? By some unbelievable miracle. Not likely. This impassable trail with no food is probably going to be the end. And Alpha's gone. Of course, we're going to write on the tombstone. Solar, what should we say? What should Alpha tell the world in his dying breath? .420 blaze it. Okay. So that's what we'd be seeing if we were to play this again. But we're not going to play this version again. Everybody's gone. We are finished with this emulator. And for my next trick, we are going back to DOS. It's essentially DOS's rendition of the same version, except 5 years later was its release. The music is a little smoother. The gameplay is a lot smoother. What do we do this time? Oh, not to mention the graphics are better too. Actually, you know what? No. I did say I was going to show how I handle money on this one, so that's what I'm going to do this time. So we are going to be the farmer. Let's bring the same party again. We leave in May. I personally buy 12 oxen, 40 pounds of food, 6 boxes of ammo. Wait, is this right? I don't know whether it is or isn't, honestly. Let me think. Oh, whoops, yeah. It's in a different order, too. That's what else is throwing me. Ammunition is 6 boxes. Yeah, this is right. 6 boxes of ammo, 40 pounds of food, 10 sets of clothing, 12 oxen, 1 of each spare part. And then we have $10 left over for the 2 fairies in the game. That's how I generally do it. That's how we're going to do it. Now for comparison, I had the volume at 1% on the Apple emulator. The DOSBox emulator is currently at 30% sound. Okay. Ooh, early ox injury. Time to hunt. And this time, instead of that little cluster in the letter section, we play with the arrow keys, or the numpad. And the escape key allows us to stop hunting this time. Too late. Really bad spawn point, but we make do. Hit the tree, hit the tree. Damn. Lost him. Oh well. It's okay. Let's keep going. And it doesn't allow us to stop and hunt during an incident like this. Something that is fixed in later versions than this. But we can come back from it with this. Got us our bison. Let's move on and hope we recover some. Alright, Solar. 609 feet across, 2.3 deep in the middle. We have the money to take a ferry this time, so that is an option. What is your choice? Are you saying Ford? Okay. No point in the ferry. It's something this shallow. And hey, we managed to make it with absolutely no trouble. Good. Good, good, good. 82 to the big blue. All right. The bunny thought it was going to stop us from getting our bison, huh? Nope. So you can see this one operates a lot more smoothly than the Apple II. Oh, gee, this looks amazingly familiar, doesn't it? $225 across, 1.7 deep. You always want the suck. Regardless of whether you actually need the suck, you always want the suck. Definitely forward. Absolutely right. There's really no good way to do this because the center is all kinds of blocked off. And absolutely no luck and 2 wasted bullets, it looks like. Oh. Nope, too late. Keep going. Keep hunting. We have a good vantage past this tree. Of course, just waltz across the corner. Don't actually give me a fair shot at you, huh? Pretty standard. Not an option. There we go. That's more like it. We fortunately did not run out of food. Of course, fucking patch of grass in the way. Now, grass is not strong enough to stop bullets. In reality, we know this. A lot of good animals, we just suffer from very bad positioning. Can I get another deer? Apparently not. Instead, we waste a bison. Onward with the smooth, buttery quickness. Ooh. In this game, this version, you hear the snap. Wheel gets broken. And we have to use our only spare. If we fall in that situation again, we're going to be in trouble. Because trading is extremely inconducive in this one. You burn a day every time you try. And a lot of the time, nobody is willing to trade. Quick bison, that's what I like to see. And again, very good. Looks like somebody made an attempt at the famous tombstone here. But it didn't quite go as planned. There goes the injured ox. We're down to 11. Sometimes I'm a quick shot. And here's the tough stretch from Fort Laramie to Independence Rock. Wander the patch. Sometimes we get lucky. There's the rock. Chibi gets bitten. Jeez, everybody's getting bitten tonight. My God. Water and grass issues are really screwing us up here. We're going to head for Green River. Come on, somebody show up in the southeast. For God's sakes. And it gives us an even worse situation. But a better outcome. As far as music goes in this edition, this song was the most well done musically. Alright. Oh, I like this version way better, period. Alright. 400 feet, 20.1. Yeah, 400 across, 20.1 deep. We still have the money for ferries. What do we do? Ferry just once? All right. $5. Wait 4 days. Yes. Ferry almost always succeeds, but I have seen it happen where the ferry breaks loose from itself, like basically breaks apart. Ah, Deckmaster General. Been a little while. Good to see you. Yeah, it is. It's even more anticlimactic when you realize that once you see the far shore in this version, you know you're safe. Alright, we are out of food. Health's going down. Time to hunt. See if I can get a good shot over there. Not up there, I'm not. Yeah, I think he was too far north anyway. That'll hold us for a couple days. Okay, let's try it again. Good. Oh, this water's going to kill us. So, what do we have here? That's a Christmas haul if I've ever seen one. And Chibi's hurt. Yeah, right? That's enough. Now this time it's not so much of a miracle if we make it all the way. We got way further than we should have the last time. See if I can get my hands on that. Nope. Because these The hitboxes on these bushes are ridiculous. So far tonight, for anybody who hasn't been here up to this point, we have already done the very, very original version, or at least the 1978 release of it with the graphics shooting, and we've done the Apple II version, which looks very much like this, except slower, clunkier, and shittier audio. How many bullets do I have left? Oh, plenty. Right, because of that wagon. I totally forgot. Cool. She'll be alright. Okay, here's our decision this time. The dimensions are a static 1,000 feet across, 6 feet deep in the middle. Our choices, and I'll take votes from both of you. Do we ford, do we caulk the wagon, or do we hire an Indian to help for a few sets of clothing? Supposedly this river's tough, hence why the Indians are profiting off the pioneers here. One unsure, one vote for hire the Indian. We'll hire the Indian. Now, to my knowledge, I've never seen hiring an Indian fail us in crossing a river, but I'm sure it's just as possible as a ferry breaking apart. Like, it helps you immensely in terms of chances of getting across, but I don't know if it's a solid guarantee. So the 2 sets of clothing we found in that last wagon, we're going to make our barter. And we made it. On to Fort Boise, and I need to hunt here and now. Come on. Where are you guys at? Come out. Come out. Come out with your hooves up. Come out somewhere where I can fucking shoot you. Fired too soon while he was mid-turn. Got him this time. And onward. That would have been embarrassing to not get that one. Glad we found that wagon. I'm burning off bullets here left and right. Force us to hunt again. Was hoping not to have to do that before this landmark. Oh well, best laid plans and all that. Another injured ox. And he died much, much faster. Oh, first of all, how in the hell do you get away with that? They'd be making all kinds of noise. What the... Wow. That's gonna hurt our pace badly. Yep, here we go. And we use up our only axle. And get 3 more in the next wagon. How cute. Well, actually, our pace didn't suffer that much, but because it's not going to let me hunt until this trail is passable, that's going to cost me food and health by extension. And Solar's sick. Oh, come on, enough of that. Health's going to keep dropping. Solar's likely going to die. I do hope the random number gods are fucking amused. And more breaks. That was a little ridiculous. We're pretty close now. We're going to take the Dallas because we do not need to suffer any more than we have. Oh, sure. Enjoy your one meal. This is the last version in which weather is not a factor. Weather report read very rainy for today. Had we tried this in any version after this, it would not allow us. Not a good obstacle setup. Also, I don't know if you can see that one pixel on that deer's face, but the nose is red. Very, very red. I think I'm as well positioned as I'm going to get if anything shows up. Of course it shows up, but I can't actually hit it. Alright, let's keep at this. There's no getting to that bear in time. And if I go over here, they'll just spawn on the other side, or spawn too quickly for me to hit them anyway. Can't have that. Come on, we're too close now. Now this isn't a terrible obstacle setup, but they're not sending any animals. Oh, what? God damn it, what the... Really? Fucking really? Trap me in the fucking corner? That's bullshit. Needless to say, there's a reason they changed the hunting system altogether after this version. Because of dumbass bullshit like this. Alright, can we cope with the blizzards? And the impassable trails? I think it's a little early in the year for that. There's no getting to the east side. Yeah, things were going pretty well up to this point. Now all of a sudden we're getting all kinds of malicious animals spawning. It's got a broken leg. We're going to have to hunt one last time. Well, hopefully one last time. Seriously, stop with this. Just let us get there. Alright, we made it to the Dalles. And I can finally demonstrate floating down the Columbia. After passing the third direction sign, land the raft at the trail to the valley. Which fortunately we're not going to have to take another trail. We can just get out of here. Every time we hit a rock, we lose supplies or potentially people. Lose everybody, the game is over, just like on the trail itself. Careful about hitting the coastline, that'll hurt you too. There's number 1. It's an awfully long separation between signs. There's number 2. They changed this minigame after on the next version as well. Also, if we miss the landing, we lose supplies. I don't think we lose people, but the turnaround will hurt us. And there's number 3. Now where's the landing? Watch a malicious rock show up and screw us out of it. Oh, there it is. We made it. All right. We somehow managed to make it all the way. With no food left. And hey, we made 2nd place. And made trail guide rank. Pretty good. No changes. And now, one last version for tonight. And it is going to be the DOS version of Deluxe. The last one to not have an editable journal. Just a sec. Yeah, let's put sound on here. There we go. And since you're here, General, I'll throw you into this little mix. I don't know how familiar you are with Oregon Trail to begin with, but what the hell. Let's give you a turn at making some choices. Namely, these occupations. Which of these should we go as? And here's your reference guide. Dank Master General, are you with us? Okay. Feel free to make the choice as to which occupation we travel as. Oh, no problem. No worries. Haha, all teachers. I like your style. 3.5x bonus, no advantage. And with our 400 bucks, feel free to determine our starting supplies. Absolutely. How many boxes are we thinking? Ah, 80 boxes. All right, $240 left. Four oxen, four clothes. One of each part. And everything else in food. So let me math this out. So 5 pounds a dollar times $90 is 450 pounds of food. Okay, if there's anything we want to switch around, now's the time to do so. Hey, Solar. We're giving General the opportunity you had to make decisions here. Well, what I'll do at the end of this is I'll give you what my general build is. That way, at least for the sake of reference, we can see what's good, what's bad. I say, what the hell? Let's make it work with what you've given. Also, along the way, if you want to change the pace, like make it faster, slower, etc., or you want to feed people more or less, or if you want to rest at any time, stuff like that, feel free to say so. Just remember there's a delay and it'll be a few seconds before I can actually read it. That's how we did it with solar. Let's give this a try. Now, when should we leave? Leave in April. Okay. So the pace will begin at steady. So we'll go slowly, but it'll keep our health up. Rations filling, same thing. Use most food, but we'll keep health up. Any changes? We'll see. Alright, let's make the hunt now. So obviously a new targeting system with this version. Much more conducive than trying to navigate your way around a bunch of things that bullets can go through. And provided we have at least one party member still alive, we can take back 200 pounds of food instead of 100. Make life a lot easier as we go forward. And here's the best part. We can actually hunt as many times as we want in a single day. It doesn't cost us that time from this version onward. So we can really, really pack on. Alrighty. Enjoy it. Can't miss that. Well, most of them. The small ones I'm going to let live because they're a pain in the ass to kill anyway. The big ones, on the other hand, they're going to learn for next time. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I was hoping to get an easy kill on one bunny. Doesn't look like I'm going to get it. Oh dear. And it's true, if we keep hunting in some spot, like from landmark to landmark, food really will slow down on us. Now, in the Windows edition, which we're going to do on the next video of Oregon Trail, there's wagon weight to consider, and it will put a strain on the oxen if we overload it. So there's no mega packing food unless you want to bear that consequence on the oxen. Music's much nicer in this version too. Well, here are our choices. And without solar here, General, it's all up to you. 635 or 637 feet across, 6 feet deep. If you know the forward point, that'll help you make your decision. Yeah, we burned off all our money. So taking the ferry is not even a financial option. All right. This is probably going to kill at least one person. It's definitely going to sink us. If we ford water deeper than 3 feet, well, you paid the price, didn't you? If you ford deeper than, it's either 2.9 or 3 feet deep, it's an automatic sink. So yeah, the only thing we lost was, well, you. Too bad, so sad. Moving on. Let's get a good hunt in, keep our food supply up. We're going to need him. And not bad. Let's keep going. Unfortunately, the wrong trail didn't cost us much time. Next decision. So given what I just said about what the forward threshold is, what's the right move here? Or we can make the wrong move and see if we can kill off anyone else. If anybody watching does know what the right answer is, and sure, absolutely. Feel free to make any decisions you like. For those watching who are asking why the hell I'm asking anybody for this decision, it's because it's funny. Because I enjoy this. And again, this is practice for the community rendition of this I'm going to be doing. So yeah, we'll caulk it. As far as actually playing the game, that's the correct decision. Just trying to afford 3.5 is still too deep. There is the possibility of tipping. It didn't happen this time. And Solar's injured. That's going to last for at least a month. This time we can actually see the statuses of our wagon party. And the journal will tell us if people heal. So yeah, this version made an awful lot of improvements over the ones we've done before now. And let's make the hunt. And I believe I saw the death of an ox in the journal. Well, a lot of buffalo out. Oh, no, I didn't. That was just a date. Okay. Too bad we can't shoot all the buffalo and get them back. No money to buy anything, so let's just move on. See if we can get ourselves over 1,000. Ah, damn it. Double, damn it. Oh, there we go. Took some ammo, but we got tons of it. And let's keep going. Probably go a couple more days and then hunt again. The animals should replenish. Okay. Oh, damn. Should have fired on more of them. Oh, well. So be it. We're almost there. And there's the big shafty rock that looks like some organ. Oh, come on. She still technically hasn't recovered from the first one. Not good, not good. Yes, the Oregon Trail, which either she broke both arms or she broke the same one again. Either way, it ain't good, and that month countdown to recovery has been reset. Incidentally, the Oregon Trail is also on my list to do. I have the director's cut in my Steam library. I've been meaning to do it. I just need the right guest. If you're willing to offer yourself up, General, I'll give you my Discord. And presumably infection set in on the arm. By offer yourself up, I'm saying if you want to be a guest on the Oregon Trail stream when I eventually do it, I'll give you my Discord. That way you can be in communication with the server and see the announcement and all that. If you're thinking some other meaning of offer up, no. Anyway. Oh, not for a while yet, honestly. Not for at least another week. I've got stuff planned out already. As far as time on whatever day, it would probably be around my normal, like 9 p.m. Eastern. Hey, there's a Christmas haul. Yeah, it's fine. I'll do what I can to give you some kind of advance notice. It won't be until after I do the Oregon Trail community version. So there's time yet. Sick ox. Not the worst thing in the world. Actually, probably the worst thing in the world because we've only got 4 of them. Cannibal got sick. True enough, true enough. We get to Independence Rock, but lose our wheel in the process. Cannibal heals up. And let's hunt. But that'll save me the trouble of shooting off deer. I look forward to the next version where there's music as we're going. And the water's starting to ravage our health here. South Pass. Head for the Green River. We don't need to prolong this any further than normal. Yeah. Water dipped us to pour. Oh, ouch. Both of them ailing in some way, shape, or form now. Another dip to poor health. And again. Yeah, that's what we got to keep telling ourselves. Oh, come on. There's no way my aim is that far off. What's going on here? And we've used up our entire box. Can only take one box of 20 bullets at a time. Huh. Twice bitten, once dead, huh? That's about as unfortunate as it gets. Pumped all kinds of full of snake venom. Damn, that's excruciating. And Cannibal's still sick. Probably gonna die herself. Oh shit. Oh shit. That water destroyed us. And health is at very poor. That's the best part of all this. Now, in every version before Oregon Trail 2, the wagon leader can't get sick until everybody else is dead. So now, at very poor health, there are no meat shields between Alpha and the frontier, just like before. So here's my question to you, General. 400 feet wide, 20 feet deep. If we ford, it's basically Alpha committing suicide. Do we give him the easy way out, or do we make him fight on? All right. Goodbye, Alpha. It's been nice knowing you, but you're gone. Yeah, too bad. Honestly, I'm pretty sure he was gonna die somewhere down the road, like not far from there. Well, that's the end of that version, and that's the end of the evening. Next time when we do Oregon Trail, it is going to be the Windows Deluxe Edition with the pop-up windows, and I'm going to have, hopefully, at least 3 guests on voice with me as we do this. Promises to be fun if we get the right people. But for now, I am going to bed. Until next time, have an alpha night.